Welcome back to Sentriever. Now today I will be explaining you the basic puppy trainings that you should train your puppies once they come to your house. So in the first part we have discussed about how to buy a puppy, from where to buy a puppy, male, female, all these discussions has been done in the previous part. So if you have not seen the previous part, please go back and watch the previous part. Now as you have come to the second part, I believe that the puppy is in your house and you want to start the basic training. Now keeping a pet is a very good experience till the time the puppy or the dog grows up to be an obedient and a social dog. If the dog becomes unsocial, if the dog is not obedient, then it will become a nuisance rather than a good part of your family. So what we do, like suppose the puppy has come home, the first very basic few things are like potty training, potty and pee training. This is very easy, but you have to be very persistent. The puppy will always relieve himself after getting up from bed, or when he is playing very excitedly, suddenly he'll sit down and start peeing, and potty is generally after the meals. So you mark a designated area, suppose your washroom or your corner of the lawn, wherever you want to get practiced over there. You take him to that area immediately after he wakes up or immediately after having food, and once he clears himself of pee and potty, you just praise him. One thing you keep in mind, like you select one area where even during monsoon season that you can take him. Suppose you take him to the lawn or maybe the garage or the backyard. If there is no shade and he has got used to that area, suppose in the monsoons in India we have a very prolonged monsoon, that time the dog, when he knows that that is my place and he cannot go, so he will keep on holding and he will not urinate or he will not defecate till you take him to that position. So keep in mind, I have faced a similar issue. Like one of my first dogs was taught to relieve himself in a certain area of my house which did not have any shade. So in monsoon time, if it is raining for a full day, he will not relieve himself anywhere else and wait till the time he can go there. So keep this in mind. One more thing, like suppose you are seeing that persistently your dog is not using that particular area, he is relieving him here and there. So you keep on wiping off with a good deodorizer so that he doesn't get the smell, and take a small tissue or a newspaper, soak in the urine or little bit of potty on that and keep it in the designated area. So over time he will start learning and he will start going himself over there. Next very important thing is walking the puppy on a leash. The sit command and the stay command and the recall command. I hope that you have brought a puppy at 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So till the time the vaccination is complete, you will not take him outside. So first indoor training will be how to know which is the area he should sleep, how to know the sit command, teach him the recall command, and teach him the leash walking inside your house or on your terrace. So let's start with the sit command. This is a very easy and simple trick, like they start understanding it very easily. When the dog is standing, what you do, with one hand you press the hind quarter of the dog, backside, and with the other hand lift the chin and say the word sit. Use the word sit when he is just about to sit. Okay, so once he has taken the sit position, you give him some treat. So with repetition you will find these dogs can understand the sit command so easily. Maybe in 15-20 minutes you will find that whenever you say sit, the dog is going to that position. So I deal with Labradors and Golden Retrievers. So training a Labrador or a Golden pup is actually very easy. They are very keen to understand, please you. They are very good learners. Next, one more thing, very important part, that any puppy any breed puppy, they have a knack of chewing. They have a knack of chewing anything and everything that comes near to them. So it is a good you don't want your curtains, you don't want your furniture, you don't want the other household goods to be damaged. So what you do, you play retrieving with them, like you throw something, let him fetch and bring it back, and teach him to release it, not to keep it in his mouth, and don't pull. What you do, once he brings back that ball or the toy or whatever you have thrown, put your stick in your finger on the back side of the jaw and slowly pull out. And when you're taking, you tell him drop. That means drop or give, that single command, that you should not snatch or you need not pull out the toy from the mouth. So once you play with him the retrieving game or any other little tricks, he will get engrossed in those, and a small puppy will get tired very easily. Maybe you play for 10 minutes, then he'll again go to his bed and sleep for another 1 or 2 hours. Also give him something to chew on, because something what I use for chewing, like you can use any old leather slipper or something, which is obviously should be cleaned before giving, or you can give some rope toys. But if you are giving any rope toys, you have to clean it very frequently. They will chew, so you have to give something to them so that they can chew on it. Next, one more nuisance that every new pet parents complain is puppy biting. Like their puppy teeth are very sharp. Even if while playing they hold your hand or something, what generally people tend to do, they pull out their hand. So they find scratch marks on that. If the puppy is playfully biting or holding your hand, don't pull your hand. That will aggravate or maybe encourage him to bite more. So if he is biting, say no. And also the no word should be used very judiciously. Like he should know no means no from that very first day he steps into your house. So when he is biting you, or he is playfully biting you, he is not biting, he is playing with you, he holds your hand. Simply stick in your other finger towards the back side of the jaw, and while you are sticking in the finger, take a part of the lip and put it inside. If he is trying to bite, he will hurt himself first rather than hurting you. And when he is biting, strictly say no. Or you keep a rolled newspaper, put some rubber bands, make a stick out of a newspaper, and he is biting, startle him, like don't hit him, hit the newspaper somewhere else and make a startling noise and say no. Your no means no word should have the value of it. Like you keep on saying no and the puppy keeps on doing, so the word doesn't have any value, for the word's value goes zero. When you say no, it means no in any kind of activity. Your puppy should understand this is a word I should be very careful of. Initially, you can use a newspaper roll stick to deter him from biting furniture, deter him from biting you. When he leaves you, put some toy, play some fetching game, so he will understand again that if I am not biting, I'll get the opportunity to play some game or do something which will make him happy. So this I've taught you the sit command, how to avoid the puppy biting. Next is the stay command. Stay command will take some persistence. It will take little time because your puppy is impatient. So once your puppy has mastered the art of sitting, then you start your stay command. So you put the puppy in the sit position, do one thing, step back, you step back 2 or 3 steps and with your hand stay. Use the word stay. If the puppy is staying at that point and maintaining a gap of 2-3 steps between you, you praise him, go back to him. Or what you do, you sit down and call him with his name. He will, once you sit down and your eyes are in the eye level, it's tendency of the puppy, he will start walking towards you, jumping towards you, it will come. You praise him. Again make him sit. Go. As he has mastered the sitting command, he will sit. Again you go back 3-4 steps, try to practice with a small gap initially. Once you see that he has mastered a smaller gap, you increase the gap between you and the dog. For 5 seconds, 6 seconds, he is staying there. Don't initially start with 10 seconds, 20 seconds. If he is staying there for 3 seconds, that's good enough. You sit down, call him, he'll come, you praise him. And never keep on doing the same training over and over again for a prolonged period. Do it 2-3 times, leave him. Don't get him bored on that. So once he has mastered the art of keeping a distance between you and between the puppy and you, maybe 10 feet, 12 feet. Next, what you do, you turn around and go here and there in the room. Let him stay. Maybe you turn around, stay not looking at him for 5-6 seconds. If he is doing good, just sit down, call him, praise him. So stay command is very important. Next, recall. The recall command is very important. Suppose your puppy is doing whatever, is playing somewhere, doing something else. Initially while training, you sit down, call your puppy's name, come. When he comes, praise him. Suppose your puppy is running after something. You want to stop him. Say no. When he is startled, he turns back, you use the recall command to call him back. So he understands that whenever I am being called, he should come back to you. The recall command is very important when you take out your dog in the open field for free exercise. Suppose in our area where the fields are open, there are a lot of other animals, or maybe roadside cars are moving, there's traffic beside the park. So if my dog is not very confident, like I am not confident on my dog about the recall command, I will not be able to leave him, because I don't know whether he'll come back to me or not. Suppose I throw a ball, he goes and fetches the ball and see another animal playing in the other side of the field. Or in our area, what happens, there are a lot of horses and many stray dogs are also there. And if he is not mastered the art of recalling, like responding to my recall command, I will never be able to leave him and do free exercise. Next, recall happened. Now one more important thing is the walking on the leash. Once the puppy comes to your house, from the very beginning, give a small, from time to time, tie a small neck band or the buckles and leave him. So once he gets used to that, you attach the leash to it. In your room or on your terrace, what you do, keep the puppy on your left side and the wall on the left side. So the puppy will be basically between the wall and you. Start walking. And if the puppy tries to pull ahead or move ahead, do one thing, you keep the newspaper, rolled newspaper, a stick in your hand. Or better, what I do is, like, you can keep a bush or maybe something fluffy thing that you can stuck in, you can put it on the face so that the dog doesn't move ahead. You start walking along the wall. If the dog moves ahead, put the stick or newspaper stick or the bush type of thing in his mouth, he will back off. Again start moving. So if the dog tries to come to the other side, like he wants to come to your right side, again with the stick you direct him. So keep moving like this. You will master the art that the dog will never go ahead of you. One more way you can do this, like suppose the dog has moved ahead. When you are walking with the leash, the dog moves ahead. Without jerking in the initial thing, you turn about, you take a about turn, face the other side and start walking. The dog, what he'll notice, that I went ahead, but now as you have turned back, the dog will see that my master is already ahead of me. He will again come beside you, and if he is trying to overtake you, you again turn on the other side and give a small jerk and he will move along with you. While walking a dog on the leash, keep one thing in mind. The excess part of the leash, you roll and keep it inside your hand. Don't let it hang. And you'll find that puppy have a habit of holding the leash while walking. Like the leash is there and the puppy will hold and start walking. Never allow that. Never allow that. Puppy should walk without holding the leash. And walking on the leash, once you have mastered in your enclosed area, Then you start taking the puppy outside on the road. Now once the puppy has started walking on your roof, he starts walking along with you. This is known as heeling. Like it will walk by your side. This is known as heeling. Then you do one thing. You add distractions to him. Like let some other family member on the other corner of the roof play with a ball or make some sound, and still you see he is walking along with you. So he should be attentive to you. You keep on talking with him and keep walking. So he should not run around, jump around, pull. If he is pulling ahead of you, two ways. With a newspaper stick you can hit you can block him so that he goes back. Or else, if he is pulled forward, you take a about turn and he will automatically be automatically behind you and again come to your side. By repetition, with days time, it may take many days to master the art of walking beside you, but it will ultimately happen. Now once the puppy is growing, add activities to him, like finding out things which you have hidden somewhere, shaking hands. So this will give mental stimulation to the puppy. So one more thing, just to recapitulate, no is a word that the dog should know. It is no means no. Now he should sleep or take rest in a designated area rather than jumping on all the beds and all the couches. What happens if the puppy starts get access to your bed and couch? That is okay that he may sleep on the bed, but when the puppy is getting down, all our floors are slippery floors. Suppose while jumping down, he may hurt his shoulder. So in the initial stages, we should not allow a puppy to jump onto a bed and jump down from a bed. See, he is my 10-year-old dog. From the very first day, he has been sleeping on the bed. That time I did not have all these ideas. Luckily, he has not hurt his elbow or shoulder while he is jumping down. But after that, I have tried to maintain this, that my dogs in the initial puppy stage, they start learning that where to sleep. I can't show you on the ground. There is a 7-month-old Labrador. He will never come up to the bed. He knows that this is my corner, this is my place. He will be sleeping there only. I'll call the name, she'll come up. Sugar, 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 come up. Sugar, Sugar. She is sleeping so deeply. Sugar, beta, come here. Sugar, come baby, come. Oh, come. Come beta. Come, Sugar. She has woken up. Ma'am, come. Come here, Sugar. Come here. Good girl. This is Sugar. She is around 8 months old. Oh. Myron. He is a 3-year golden, and he is very, he is very jealous of other dogs. Like if I have to pet other dogs, he will come and stick his mouth inside. My lord. Okay, so friends, if you have seen the video till this part, I would request you to please subscribe my channel, like my video and share my video. If you find this helpful, also comment here what kind of video you would need in future. If I am able to help few novice owners, I'll be feeling very happy. One more information, like as we keep Labradors and Golden Retrievers, we breed them, we give puppies, we breed some healthy puppies, and currently we have some Labrador puppies and Golden Retriever puppies. If you are interested, please feel free to call us. We will give puppies to deserving homes. So my next video will be on puppy diet, feeding and nutrition. So please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so that once the next video is uploaded, you will be notified about it. Thanks for watching Sentriever's videos. Thank you.